Hello teachers, hello class, we are Sandra Yanangarita and Vanessa Leon. Our project is My Space, Your Space, Our Learning, a classroom project to enhance oral interaction in languages from Sedalia School. The statement of the problem. Based on the instruments select, students online survey, and student semi-structured interview, and English teacher semi-structured interview, we found lack of interaction characterized by students' need for language reinforcement, lacking interactional settings during the class development, and lacking communicative language function. Justification: the oral interaction improvement reason. First, as a part of a society, the interaction becomes a key resource to be part of a community. Second, English needs to be taught with its communicative function. And number three, population desires. Travel abroad and known foreigners require oral interaction skills development. The research question: how does My Space, Your Space, Our Learning, a classroom project constitute by cooperative learning strategies in a fleet learning setting, enhance oral interaction in engagers from the school? The objectives, general objectives, to determine the influence of applying cooperative learning strategies in a fleet learning setting to enhance oral interaction in engagers from the school. The specific objectives. First, to promote oral interaction among students in a communicative setting based on cooperative learning strategies. Second, to determine the effect of flipped learning classroom approach to foster language knowledge. And number three, to analyze and describe how students can develop interaction skills through a strategy composed by flipped learning classroom and comparative learning strategies. Now, literature review. We have national and international. The local and national resources that we found, the research, is cooperative learning projects in oral interaction from Spinell. She's from the University of Savannah University, improving 11th graders oral production in English class through cooperative learning strategies from Castillo. She is a research from Universidad Nacional, cooperative learning, social and cognitive skills developer from Universidad Pedagógica Nacional, and international implementing the teaching and learning of oral skills in secondary education in Aragon from the University of Aragon, and cooperative learning methods, a meta-analysis that Johnson and Johnson and Stan did about how cooperative learning can enhance communicative competence. Theoretical framework. We have flipped learning classroom, taking into account Berman's and Sand's research, and also cooperative learning proposed by Johnson and Johnson, and the cooperative learning strategies taken from the book of research, where he described a set of strategies to enhance oral interaction. And we have oral interaction by Gate and Cora. Okay, so now the final one is learning strategies from Rebecca Osford. Okay, the action plan. So we had Bolden input, like flipped classroom, learning classroom, checking input, classroom virtual activities, worksheets and feedback, output, cooperative learning strategies, JITS, around robin, number heads, interview, taking into account what Krashen says about the input, comprehensible input, and output to acquisition of learning, language learning acquisition. So we developed the intervention proposal, and we divided in three phases. The phase number one is building input for the classroom as a resource to foster and reinforce students' language knowledge. Phase two, checking input. Teacher checks students' language, target preparing in advance for the class performance. And phase number three, the output. Classroom activities mediated by a set of cooperative learning strategies to enhance oral interaction series. And we have here the resources. And now we are going to show you what is important here. We think that the material for our proposal. So we have our web page. The web page. So we had here the page. You can find it on the link sangarita22.witsite.com. So here you're going to find a description about the class and the page. If you want to learn more and try to know how you can use the page, we did an amaze, and the link send you to this page. So you are going to find here the description of the problem. It's like a journey, so it's divided in trips, and here we we explain to the students how to get to the page and now continue. Okay, so they have to go again to the page and start with the tree number 1. So here you are going to find more activities. It's a description of the page and the first trip. Let's know your word and the space. So here we had simple present versus simple past. If you want to go and check, there are the other classes. We call trips in this class, in this project. Trip number 2, my family, and trip number 3, trip number 3, my hobbies. Is a page that we are building. But we have 3 classes. That is the 50% of our class. And now you go here to stop number 1. In the stop number 1, you are going to find questions about this. You can go to the video and see it and watch it about the topic, about the simple present. So it's right here. You can find this video. Okay. Now here they can go next to practice. So they are going to find a little description of the topic. Here they go to a page where they can practice their grammar, and also the page give them the information about the simple present using code switching, right? Continue with the page. You can go then and practice. So we had here another activities, right? Because we need to focus in grammar structures to enhance also the communicative competence, because they need the use of. Here they can find a video about hobbies and sports. Um, Here they can find also a video about one of their hobbies, that is music. Is an interactive video. So here, for example, they can go here. So guess what is the subject of the video? That is easy one. So continuing with the page, because the time is short. What happened yesterday? Now we started the same. So simple past, we have the videos, we have the activities, and at the end of at the end they are going to find a game here. So a game where they can practice simple present and simple past. Okay, so that's it. Now we did our proposal, we did our pilot intervention. So here I'm going to give a brief summarize of the interview in the intervention, sorry. So we have here the title is Who Am I? The objective, describe daily activities and routines in simple past. A do and did, questions game by one. Now they can see that there are 3 important facts: the input, vocabulary, routines, action, activities, grammar, structure, simple past versus simple present, videos, infographic, and everything. They found that information on the page, Second, comprehensible input, virtual cooperative game. And the number 3, output cooperative learning strategies. So here you are going to see one of the videos from that day, the lesson. So have the prepared the lesson with page, study examples from the topic, and the video where they can find here the page. And here there are some pictures from the students in the classroom. Here in the classroom, here playing clickers in the class. That is the comprehensible input, checking input. That's why Plicker was used. And now here we had Jitsu activity. The students prepared Jitsu activity. They have to complete the task and ask a question. When they answer the question correctly, they can continue with the game. That was the idea of the Jitsu activity in this class. We have here also, you can see the intervention planning, and you can see our lesson plan. So you see here achievement indicators, grammar, key vocabulary, materials, phase number one, warm up. Also we had phase number 2 in the class, during the class. And finally, we had the activity path, virtual activity, free practice, and phase number 3, oral interaction activity, our 5, cooperative learning strategy, Jitsu, asking and questioning. Okay, so that's it. I hope that you spend a good time, and also you can know better our project. If you had questions or comments, we hope that you can let us know what are your comments and what are you, I don't know, what are your questions or opinions about our project. So that's all. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching.